All right, we're back. Both teams back in lobby, readied up. Let's get in and watch Drop 4. Winner go home for Eon. EMP has 2 more chances.
I'm beginning to suspect this is like some sort of conspiracy, right? To build suspense. We go for drop 3, it's winner go home, and technical difficulties, we have to do it again. Drop 4, winner go home, technical difficulties, you have to do it again. If Eon wins this match, I don't even want to know what's going to happen.
Well, I like the theory that bar close in 5 minutes. They
yeah, that's true.
We had to run off stage.
Bar closes in 5 minutes, and oh dear, technical difficulties.
Quick disconnect.
But we're back.
All right, let's get in there. Waiting for those drop ships to come in. We're getting close, ladies and gentlemen, to crowning the next world champions of MechWarrior Online.
So far, we've had some really exciting matches. For those of you tuning in really late, we had Imperial versus Eon Synergy in round 4 as well. Eon Synergy winning that 3-1 to force this round 5. Then Imperial leads 2-1 right now in a win or go home situation for Eon Synergy.
All right, here we go. No surprises here. Proton moving right up to his perch. Radic getting up. And here comes the first shots. PPC's right over the top.
Zelaglock. Right off the bat. Who's got the PPCs over here? Solitude and then Summoner got a good hit right on Zelaglock on the initial trade. Zelaglock's kind of up there just to provide a presence, I believe, for Eon Synergy. But he's going to back off a little bit.
They were able to get a quick cap on Theta and Sigma, so 2 caps to 1 in favor of Eon Synergy right off the bat. And Theta, of course, being one of those key points. If they can move some guys up to be able to actually cover Theta, that's going to be key too.
Yeah, Imperial has a little bit more firepower, though, overwatching the left side of stage with Bowser and Selic up there. That's
usually Bowser only plays that position, but putting Selith up there in addition definitely seems to be locking that side down.
It gives them a little more punch on the Stargate side of things.
So Epsilon falls, so now we're back to a 2-2 cap. It looks like Red's going to go get Kappa, so a 3-2 for Eon Synergy if they can hold on to Theta, but they don't have anybody overwatching it.
Reorganizing a little bit here. There's a little bit of a disadvantage right now. Bowser and Selic need to be conscious of the fact that their teammates are moving and not taking a lot of fire away from them. Bowser down to 84%, 83% right now.
Looks like they were able to get those guys to duck back. They don't have a lot of cover up there, so they were pushed back out of that position by a good aggressive movement by Colonel O'Neill, Lizzie, and of course supported by Chico.
Yeah, their best cover up there really is to just back away far enough that the enemy, in this case Eon Synergy, has to come around the corner and out in the open to target them.
And then, surprise, surprise, we've got our Wolfhound over here rolling 3 ER large lasers. So as opposed to that Arctic Cheetah that only had the 1, this one can actually put out some decent poke damage if he has the opportunity.
Decent damage, but right now not really having the opportunity, and he's got those mechs around the corner. That's going to be a little too close to take a 3 ER large Wolfhound there.
He does have the option to get out if need be, but this Wolfhound just is able to control an entire area of the map, almost solo, just not allowing them to willy-nilly trade because they're always going to get hit in the back by 3 ER large. Like Chico right now getting hit by that Wolfhound in addition to the guy that's up on the spire. He's going to be forced down even lower than I think he wants to be, and all this extra burn is just adding up against him. Colonel O'Neill did step up and start trading back into that Wolfhound though, bought Chico a little bit of a reprieve. And a great strike right across Lizzie. Takes him down to 69%. He's got a little internal damage. Looks like he had an override or something because his leg is hurt.
A little bit of an interesting situation here. We got the Wolfhounds for Eon Synergy. We're going to take a look at the Red's cockpit here, see what he's about to do. Coming in on Bowser.
There's a lot more people there than I think Red knows about. He did get good hits on Bowser, but he doesn't want to overstay his welcome, and he's got a bit of a traffic jam. He's got to get out of there. He's going to take a lot more damage. And he gets out, but he did quite a bit of damage to Bowser on that peak.
Really didn't take as much damage as you might expect. He was kind of crammed in there in the terrain, I think, absorbing a lot of those shots. So really, I think that's a worthwhile trade by them.
I don't think they're done yet. Those Wolfhounds not really, well, they're kind of pulling back. But they're staying there ready to harass. The presence of those Wolfhounds is going to be in the back of EMP's mind for quite a while.
Yeah, definitely an effective maneuver. I think that's worth it if you ask Eon Synergy.
Damage across the board, relatively easy. It's a little bit more spiked on the EMP side because of Bowser, but then Proton, Radic, and Aurora are all doing very, very well. But just general damage kind of even for most of Eon Synergy. They do have, of course, the Wolfhound Hardock at 91% still.
Yeah, those Wolfhounds are going to be pretty effective if they can stay healthy. But right now, both teams playing careful. I think they recognize what's at stake in this match. Not doing too many aggressive things, but a big strike coming across Solitude there, down to 51%.
Now, Da Red is attempting to retreat back to Kappa, but he's got Aurora right behind him. He's able to swing around the corner, but takes a pretty nasty hit, down to 62%. I bet you Aurora wish he had a little bit more time on Da Red there. But while all this is happening, of course, 3-2 on the tickets in favor of Eon Synergy. Eventually, EMP is going to have to make a very aggressive move to swing this back the other way. Looks like they've got a Summoner, a Hunchback, and a Wolfhound all moving up towards Kappa. And they're getting some burn-in on Hardock, who was going for the full cap at the time. He might stick around just to keep that point from flipping back. Letting them take Kappa willy-nilly with no consequences would be a bad play. It might be late enough in this, though, that Imperial might need a 4-1 cap to win this.
Yeah, and Aurora's going to have to get on that cap really quickly here. It's time to start flipping them.
Looks like Hardock is pulling all the way out. They're going to give up Kappa. That means they cannot lose Theta.
And
they
Nova
have
and
to
the
keep
Wolfhound
Theta.
goes down. He peeked out trying to get a shot and gets focused down.
Oh, man. That is an entire section of this map that they don't have to worry about now. Solitude does get a kill against Da Red, though.
So a Wolfhound for a Wolfhound down right now, but the Kappa has just been flipped. Will it be enough?
They cannot lose Theta. If they lose Theta, it's going to be really bad. And looks like Twinkie's going to go for it. 65%. They don't have anybody overwatching it, do they? Twinkie's stepping on the point. If they let him
Twinkie's
flip this over.
Surprisingly fresh for that 61%. Has one torso open, and that's it. He's just going to park himself on Theta.
They did lose one of their Wolfhounds, too. It looks
But
like
that
they got
torso
the
goes
stop on
down.
it. Colonel O'Neill taking a good peek, stopping the cap temporarily. If he had some strikes to add to that, he'd be able to lock it down a little bit longer. But Colonel O'Neill is going to take a very risky peek now to try and stop it. It's about to get neutralized. I think they can survive it being neutralized, but they can't let it go to a 4-1 cap. Colonel O'Neill can't get close enough to get the job done. He's getting hit from multiple angles, and he's being burned down as they flip Theta back in their favor.
Theta is flipped, and Twinkie's going to move up. Radic gets the kill on Colonel O'Neill up from the spire off to the side. Twinkie's now moving up. He's kind of going to be aggressive now that he's got the job done on Theta.
Looks like somebody is going to sneak Sigma. If Eon Synergy loses Sigma, it is going to be all over. They need to have somebody paying attention to that point, keeping it locked down. But I don't know if Sigma's going to be enough
Schubert's
for this.
the only one really back there to respond quickly. Legolas is up on the hill.
It's
Schubert's
flashing
gonna be
now.
the one. He needs to answer to this, and I don't think he's noticed it yet.
EMP is doing a really good job just turning this one around.
Twinkie just took Zico down.
Proton right up in the front. He's working on Lizzie. He takes him down. They're trying to respond to Sigma now. Qbert is trying to get back there, but Aurora is perfectly fresh. He can finish the job here if he lets him get close enough. Just trying to dance right now. Working on the 5 cap, and then Proton coming in to save the day. Putting some shots in on Qbert. And this is not looking good for Eon Synergy.
Proton gets Qbert
Wow,
down. Legolas
3
down.
quick kills. Only 2 mechs left now for Eon Synergy. And I don't know if they're going to be able to flip anything back in time.
No.
5 cap, and I think this is going to end up going in favor of Imperial.
5 caps, not enough mechs. I think the magic has run out for Eon Synergy.
They definitely put up a really good fight, but 700 tickets, 705 with the 5 cap. This one is ticking down, and that means Imperial is going to be, yet again, world champions of MechWarrior Online.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time.
There it is.
So there you have it.
8-2 decision. Well, I should say 6-2 decision
Yeah, 6-2.
in favor of Imperial. Well played. Good damage spread across the board. Aurora and that Wolfhound down, just held to 26, but just made a presence right up until that key cap right at the end just to finish the job.
Nicely done by Imperial. Eon Synergy gave them a run for their money, though.
They really did.
They had an opportunity. They needed to win 6 matches in 2 rounds. They got what they get. They got 4 matches out of those 6 that they got. They needed to win to stay alive. Unfortunately, they lost this round, but they made it very, very close. They had the previous round a convincing victory over Imperial. The margin between these 2 teams from what we saw last year to this year has definitely shrunk.
Absolutely, and we love seeing all that good sportsmanship, both teams shaking hands. Really, MechWarrior Online, close-knit community. Everybody knows each other. They've played against each other several times, and you know, we just love to see this. Everybody's extremely happy though, and well played, Imperial, yet again. They had to fight for this one though.
Yeah, they definitely
had to do some work.
Eon
Definitely
put them to the test. Those were some really exciting matches to watch. I'm actually really glad that we got to go to round 5.
Me too. Me too. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. But that is it for the MechWarrior Online World Championship 2017. That's it. We finally made it.
Oh, that's it. That's all.
That's it.
Yeah. 5 matches. Eon Synergy making one heck of a run. Trying to get in it, just couldn't pull it out in the end. They had to get 2 wins in a row. Couldn't find it. Imperial defending their title, but they really had to work for it this time. Blackwatch, they put up an effort. Unfortunately, they fell earlier on to Eon Synergy. So there you have it. Imperial first place. Eon Synergy second. Blackwatch coming in 3rd.
Absolutely. I mean, this culmination of just months of qualifiers, semifinals, and it all comes down to this, crowning a world champion, Imperial, yet again. They defended their crown very well.
And we'll head over to Darren now with the world champions.